Danie is up to tonight. I hope you guys had a great weekend so far. Everybody, welcome to the Dolphin Danie Global Grub Show, where we're cooking some authentic foods. It can be cooked globally. It could be, mine is commonly from South Africa. You can put your own twist to it if you want as you make it. Just quickly, I'm going to just say thank you to Emoji J for recording the show. You guys can see the show afterwards by favoriting Emoji J. You'll have it on YouTube. You can go see it there. You can see what we cooked. You can save the picture or the video. Secondly, let's keep the stream clean. It is a featured show. Everybody is welcome in here. If you want to ask questions, please do. I have two people that's going to help me with the questions, writing them down. I can answer them towards the end of the show if there's enough time, or I'll answer them after the show. I appreciate all the gifts. If I don't say thank you for them right now or during the show, please know that I do appreciate them. I am going to be focusing on the cooking and give you guys some hints and have fun. We're going to have a little bit of laughter if we can. I'll give you guys some tips. Whatever you guys want to know, you're more than welcome to feel free. I'm also wearing the pink apron that's got the cancer ribbon at the bottom in honor of one of our friends, a streamer. She's fighting cancer right now, so we are going to use this apron throughout the shows in order to honor her, and hopefully she'll get better soon. So again, welcome. I appreciate everybody here. Please have fun, ask questions, just have fun. Sit back, relax, and have fun, okay? If you do want one of these aprons or any of the Dolphin merchandise, feel free to add me on Instagram at the bottom of my bio. And you can click on the link in my bio. We'll have the website where you can find merchandise, including the aprons. Okay, I say welcome again. For those who just joined, let's start with tonight's menu. I'm going to make what we call a lentil soup. It's a South African winter dish. We kind of modified it a little bit. You guys are used to like a vegetable soup. It's all watery. The soup that I'm making is a little bit more creamier. Appreciate it, Jay. So we're going to start with some lentils, some brown lentils that I have, and I soak them a little bit. You don't have to. I always like to do that beforehand. You do not put any salt with it beforehand. This is about 3 cups of lentils. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my pan or my pot. And I'm going to add 6 cups. You add double the water amount of the beans. So I'm going to add 6 cups of water. And we're going to bring that to a boil. That's 3. And that's 6 cups of water. And I'm going to bring that to a boil. We'll go over here. And then we'll do that. Guys, if you just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. You haven't missed anything yet. Welcome to the Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. This is where we do some South African cooking. You can do it everywhere in the world if they have all the ingredients. What I use tonight is some lentils, brown lentils that I soaked for about a half hour just in water. And we got it on the stove, bringing it to a boil, so that's going to cook. You do not want to add salt to it right away. You want the lentils to cook thoroughly so they're nice and soft before you add the salt, because the salt will make the skin, the outer skin of the lentils hard or rubbery, and you don't want that. You want it nice and soft. So, okay, on this side, I'm going to do hamburger, and I'll tell you guys what I'm going to do with that later on. Let's get that to a heat, so that can start. And I always break the hamburger up like that so it can cook thoroughly. You want it nice and crumbly, so it's nice and loose. You don't have chunks in there. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do with that in a little bit. I'm going to add some garlic to it. And I use chopped garlic, guys. Just a regular chopped garlic. I love garlic. I love garlic so much that I cook with it in every dish I almost make. I use garlic. Garlic is healthy for you, right? Right? Give me one common thing that garlic helps you with, health-wise. Health-wise, how does garlic help you? Let's see who knows. Blood pressure, good job. What else? Cancer, good job. Digestion, good job. It also helps for the heart, right? It is a natural antibiotic. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that. Interesting fun fact about garlic, and that's why I love garlic so much. You know, when I was in school, my last few years of school, I started doing what they call speed walk. Speed walk is a very powerful walk. You can Google it on Google and see what speed walk is. And every morning, I used to eat a half a spoon of garlic every single morning. I didn't chew it because then you'll have a bad breath for the rest of the day. Okay, hello? I just swallowed it. Since it's so fine, you can just swallow it. All right. For those who just joined, please welcome to Dolphin, Danie, Grub show, a global Grub show. We are doing South African authentic dishes, but you can. Well, the reason why we call it global is because you can use it anywhere in the world. Okay. I used to heal my infections, like an ear infection, with garlic, and didn't have health insurance. Luna, that is awesome news. Very good. So it just proves again that we can find natural remedies in order to help with certain sicknesses and illnesses and stuff, right? Can be done. You know what's good for you. Okay, so tonight's dish is an authentic South African lentil soup, and I got some brown lentils that I soaked beforehand. You bring them to boil in the pot. You do not add anything besides water. For 3 cups of lentils, because that's what's usually in those bags, you add double the amount of water. So in this case, we added 6 cups of water, and we're going to bring that to a boil and let it sit and simmer for a while, right? And then on this side, I have some hamburger that I'm cooking with some garlic, chopped up garlic, and I'm going to add some potatoes to it, and I'm going to add some peas to it once the hamburger is nicely browned. And you'll see what I'm going to do with that later on. I don't want to give away too much of the secret. I am going to put a little bit of spice to it, like what I normally cook with. I don't know, I just like this. It's an original all-purpose seasoning that I use from Kingsford. You guys can try it. You got your own preference what you want to use, but this is what I normally use, and I love the flavor from it. I use it in pretty much all my food. It's not spicy, but it has a little bit of a tang to it. I just like the flavor of it. You can use whatever you want. There's a spice in South Africa that I commonly use, and it's called a braai salt, or like you would say in here, a grilled salt. It comes in an orange bottle, and it literally looks like salt granules, but they're not. They're all flavored. All right, we got this cooking. See how well the lentils are cooking, guys? Welcome, welcome for everybody that's just joined. I appreciate you guys in here. Welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. I really appreciate you guys being here. This is where we kind of getting to know about the culture a little bit more, South African culture, and see how we cook things compared to here in the US. You can change it, guys. These recipes are not set in stone. You can change it to whatever you want. I'm just giving you a general idea. If you want to stick with the recipe, by all means. Lucky for you that's in here as well. She was a guest in my box 2 weeks ago, and she cooked the exact same thing I cooked, following my instructions. And she gave a plate to her dad, and he literally cleaned it. He literally cleaned that bone so much, the dog could not even clean a bone that clean. Hello? Just saying. Right? So you can use whatever you want. And Lucky has also given the recipe of that gravy that we made to some other people. And we're waiting on a response from that. Guys, and really, honestly, if you do try this at home, please let me know. Give me some feedback and let me know if you liked it, if there's something different you did with it. That way we can improvise, you know, we can change. Like I said, it's not set in stone, okay? So tonight's dish, again, is going to be lentil soup, which is authentic South African winter soup. There's a few kinds, and I will cook them every time, or in the next future shows, I will make sure that I show you the different kind of soups. This is a common lentil soup where I use brown lentils. I pre-soak them in water a little bit. We put them on the stove with double the amount of whatever in the bag. There's usually about 3 cups in the bag. So we add 6 cups of water and we bring it up to a boil. You do not want to add salt or anything to it until it's properly cooked. On the other side here, I have some hamburger with some garlic, chopped up garlic. And the hamburger is almost cooked. Yum, yum. I can smell it. Phew. Who said a dolphin can't cook? Hello? I'm going to bring this heat down a little bit, guys, to like a medium. And then I'm going to, give me a second, let me just cut this open. Come on, I don't want to keep it open. I'm going to add some fresh peas. You can buy them frozen like this. I'm just going to add a few of peas in here. And then I have some pre-cut potatoes. I'm going to add them in here. I'm going to mingle this around a little bit. I can cut the potatoes up a little bit here, so they're a little bit smaller. You do not want to add any water to that mixture, guys. And you'll see why I want to do that, why I don't add water to it. We're going to keep that just sitting, let it brew for a little bit more on medium heat. And then we're waiting on the lentils. How many of you guys like bread? Any type of bread. Give me an example of bread that you guys eating. Any kind of bread. French bread. Okay. French onion. How does French onion sound? Italian. Sourdough. Sourdough is really good bread. For those who just joined while we're deciding on who's eating what bread, stale bread, what? Pumpernickel? What the hell is pumpernickel? I've never had pumpernickel. What the hell is that? What kind of bread is that? Potato bread. Oh my gosh. Potato bread? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's bro. Is it like a rye bread? Butter bread? Martins? Pumpernickel. I have to go look and see what that is. I don't think I've had it. It's a brown bread? Okay. Okay. So I like potato bread. I do like French and onion bread. I like a good garlic bread. Italian is more, for me, it's more about the buns, you know, like the Subway buns, kind of the same deal with cheese on them. That's kind of some of the bread I like. White bread. White bread is not bad. Brown bread is not bad. Whole wheat. I love whole wheat bread. La, 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 la. The chef can sing too, by the way. Just saying. Okay, for those who just joined, guys, welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show, where we're doing authentic dishes, mostly out of South Africa, since I am from South Africa. The show is every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are trying to get the show featured. Tonight's dish is going to be lentil soup. It's a South African dish that we normally dish only in winters. Very common in winters. There's a few types of soups that we make, and I'll make them throughout the course of the winter. That way you guys can see what we normally eat in the winter. I have 3 cups of lentils that I put in the pot, and I added double the amount of the beans. So it's 6 cups of water, no salt, no spices, no nothing, just the water and the lentils. And you're bringing that to a cook so they're nice and soft. And then towards the end, right before they are done, we can add some salt. But in this case, we're not going to. Okay. On this side, I have some hamburger that I browned and chopped up a little bit, so it's not so all the lumps are out. And I put some potatoes and peas in here, and some spices. The spices that I did use in there is a original all-purpose spice. I love the spice. It's got a good flavor to it, good aftertaste to it. Very, very, very simple. On that note too, guys, Emoji J is in here. You guys can favorite him, add him on YouTube. You can see the video again on YouTube. And you can see how it's made. And if you miss something, if you have questions with me, just ask me afterwards, or ask me on Instagram by adding it, which is in the bottom of my profile. Also in my profile on Instagram is the bio for my merchandise, where these aprons will also be in there in honor of Miss Drea, that's currently suffering from cancer and trying to fight cancer for a second time. So that's why we chose the pink apron in honor of her, and also for cancer. For those who survived and those who didn't make it. My mom was one of them who did not make it 4 years ago because of leukemia. So I never used to like pink. I despised pink back in the day, because in South Africa, if you as a guy wore pink, you were not straight. And when my mom passed away, that's the first thing I bought, was a pink shirt. And I wore it with pride. I wore it with the utmost pride. All right, let's see how this lentils is coming. Can you guys see how this lentils is swollen a little bit? That means that they are cooking. See that? They're a lot bigger than what they was in the beginning when we did. I actually have some of the seeds right here. That's how small they are before you cook them. And they have swollen out. So it means that they are they are softening up and breaking up, which is good. Okay. We're gonna let that simmer for a little bit more. Okay, I have a few minutes for some questions. If there's any questions, please ask me, guys. While we're waiting, this is going to be a simple dish. Very, very simple, straightforward dish. Next week, I have a surprise for you guys for next week. It's going to be really fun too. A lot of people has asked me for that. And I did find some stuff that I can do it next week. Did you soak the beans? Yes, I did. For about 30 minutes before the show. You do not have to soak them. You do not have to soak them. I just commonly do because it brings out the dead, I call it the dead ones, that literally, or it's like shells that just floats on top of the water that you scoop out. That's the reason why I soak mine. And I do not soak it in hot water either, cold water. Cold water, and you kind of stir it a little bit and bring all the dead seeds up. That got no value. And you scoop them off and and then when you cook, you use you got proper beans to cook. I need someone to remind me before he goes live. I send out a blast, okay, babe? And I advertise on Instagram, okay, babe? Soaked lentils make it easier to absorb the nutrients. Exactly, thank you, Lou. Again, you do not want to add any salt. Whether you soak it or whether you cook it, you do not want to add salt right away. You don't have to in this case. Normally, I would add salt, but in this case, I'm not going to add salt. For those who just joined, I'm going to run through the thing again. Welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. This is where we learn how to or see how we cook some South African dishes. You can use them everywhere. You can change the recipe. They're not set in stone. What's your fondest memory with this dish, if you have one? I'll answer that question in 1 second. Tonight's dish is lentil soup, South African lentil soup. It's brown lentils that I've literally soaked for about a half hour with cold water. I put it in the stove, add double the amount of water that you have beans. Now, in this case, it was 3 cups of beans. So we add what? How many cups of water? How many cups of water do we add, guys? 6, thank you. 3 cups of lentils equals 3 cups of water, 6 cups of water. Bring it to a boil. Once it's nicely boiled and it's nice and soft, which will be here in the next 5 minutes or so, then I'll show you what we're gonna do. I also have some hamburger with peas and potatoes with some garlic and spices that I already got prepped here. The spices that I use is all-purpose spice from Kingsford. You can use any spice you want, guys. And you let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. Just the lentils on its own. I need to turn this more down. There we go. So, to answer Lucky's question from earlier, please watch the language, guys. Please watch it. It's a featured show, please. Let's have some respect. It is a featured show. Let's keep the comments clean, if you don't mind. Okay, answer Lucky's question. The last time that I remember Lucky having this soup was with my mom, just before she passed in February of 2019. I was visiting them for a week, and I haven't seen them in 9 years. And I asked her to make me a lentil soup because I knew she would make a good lentil soup, even a bean soup. And she did cook. She did cook, and we had so much fun because I was helping her, and we had some laughter. We had a little bit of tears. So that's one of my memorable moments about making lentil soup. Every time I make lentil soup, it's I think about my mom. Yes, lentils are like beans, very small beans. That's the pulps you get. You can tell they're not very big, very small. Okay, so the lentils are pretty much ready here. Now watch this. Remember I cooked these hamburger with the peas and the potatoes and the garlic. Watch this. I'm mixing it in the soup. Make sure it's mixed in thoroughly. And you can turn the heat a little bit down. And since I did that, guys, I'm going to add another half a cup of water. Just a half a cup. I don't want it running, okay? And then I'm going to put my lid on it and close it. And now that's going to cook for another 20 minutes or so. You want the hamburger and the lentils with the spices that I added earlier, you want them to start talking to each other. We call it politics. They're having politics here in the pot, okay? So just like we are talking politics on stream or in your daily lives, they have politics inside here, and they're going to sort each other out here. They can't go anywhere. They're going to be right inside here, right? Infusing flavors. There you go. All right, so we're going to go back up here. Yeah, they can argue. They are fist fighting. Everything that you think of doing outside in your real life, they're doing inside this pot. They can't go anywhere. Hello? It's a feisty soup, right? Okay, what were some of the questions that was asked? I can answer some of the questions right now while we're waiting. While we're waiting for the questions, welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. This is where we learn how to cook some South African dishes. You can try it at home if you want. If you want to, you can let me know. The spices that I added, D, was from Kingsford Original All-Purpose Spice. That's the one that I've added. You can use whatever you want. Do you drain the grease off the hamburger? Yes, I do. I commonly buy the 95% lean or 90% lean hamburger, which does not have a lot of fat to it. So you don't really have to. In my case, I do. I do it beforehand. Um, yeah, it's Jamin. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I appreciate it. Welcome to the show. Again, if you want the recipe or you want to know how it was done or you missed something during the show, add Emoji J to your favorite, add him on YouTube and go see. It will be recorded. It's a recorded show. They are pre-cooked. I pre-cooked them a little bit before the show. Though I only use fresh vegetables. Yes, I do, Sammy. That's why I soak them. So I will stir them as they soak for about a half hour before I put them in the pot, just so I can get rid of all the drifting stuff, you know, like the shells and empty pots or whatever. If there's some stuff in between, you can get rid of them by soaking it. You don't have to, but you can. I'd rather do it. I'm gonna make tomorrow. All right, you let me know how it tastes. Coming back to the show, it is going to be, we're trying to make it a featured show every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will send out a blast on here. I also send out a blast on Instagram as of Wednesdays. I send out the banner. Hopefully we can have it featured by the end of the month. This will be determined. This show here will determine whether we're going to have a feature show or not. What am I cooking? I'm cooking a lentil soup. Bree, I had a lot of people asking me, and that's the reason why we decided to do this. This is the fourth show already. This one I just do with a little bit more guidance of what Meet told me what to do. So okay, again, let's see where we're at. See how this is cooking? See, it's not too watery, guys. It's not too watery at all. You don't want all the water to disappear either, but you want to get that soup. That's what you want to get. So I'm putting that back on. I can actually add a little bit more water. There you go. All right. I had the hamburger. It looks like a pot of comfort food on a cold day. Yes, it is, Lucky. This is commonly eaten in the winter. That's why it's a soup. I would not eat this in the summer. It will make me sweat. Just saying. It will literally make me sweat. I bake beanie donuts, fried Oreos, fried Twinkies, and fried Snickers all day. Good for you. Good for you. We are Eva. Yep. Okay, guys. So again, if you just joined, welcome to the Dolphin Danie Global Grub Show. I'm also wearing a pink apron. The apron is in honor of a mutual streamer of ours, Miss Drea. If you do not have a favorite, look her up. Make sure you favorite her. She is currently not active streaming because of fighting for cancer right now, second time around, and I know she will beat it. We are wearing this in honor of her. So to let her know that we are thinking of her and we are supporting her. You can find these aprons on my Instagram bio by clicking on my bio in my Instagram. It will take you to my merchandise store. The aprons are available there, guys. So is all my other merchandise. All right, any more questions? I missed a few. Did I miss a few questions? Kylie, give me one question that's been asked that I have not answered, please. What kind of potatoes do you use? I use like the white peel potatoes. They're not dark brown. They're the actual white potatoes. Because I can always use them with the peel. Sometimes I'll use red potatoes too, but I love the white potatoes. Love it too, Luna. All right, next question. You can use any kind of potato you want. You can use any vegetables you want. You can use carrots in here, you can use peas, you can use broccoli, you can use whatever you want. I'm just giving you what we use. Spice. I already said the spice is a original spice from King's Ford, all-purpose spice. You can use whatever you feel like or what you have. You don't have to go especially buy that. You can do any spice you feel like. Yes, Luna. I'm trying to watch the show. Okay, another one. Also, can you substitute the water with the vegetable broth? It takes the flavor away of what we're trying to accomplish, Thailand. So in this case, no. You do not want to substitute the water with the broth. Because the lentils, as the lentils are cooking, they're literally creating their own broth or their own. So that's why I don't want the broth in there. Good question. Very, very, very good question. Was just going to ask that. Good. Yeah, you don't want to because it takes the flavor away. I mean, here's what you can do, guys. You can do one with how we make it. And then the second one, if you want, you can do it with broth and you can taste the difference and you let me know which one is better. Okay? How's that? Why is that ironic? Just water, yes. No, you can use mushrooms too. I love mushrooms. You can use mushrooms in here too, guys. But not everybody loves mushrooms. I don't mind mushrooms. If I could, I would have mushrooms in here. Yes, Luna. You don't want to, that's why I said just water, because the lentils has got their own unique way of tasting. So you don't want to ruin that. Pure, no chicken. Chicken is not going to go very well with this. I tried it and I didn't like it. It ruined the taste of it. Bread, you can use any bread. And I'll show you what I'm going to do because once this is fully cooked, oh my gosh, that looks so yummy. Yummy, 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 tummy, 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 tummy. No seafood either. You want to use a beef. If you are, use hamburger or beef. Beef cubes. Beef cubes you can use as well. What side can you use for its serve? What do you mean, what side? You can use crackers, Ritz crackers. You can use, we commonly use bread as a side. Cornbread, you can use cornbread. I need to turn this down. I need a little bit more water. Ooh, it's already getting that soup flavor. Oof, that. You can use tortillas, but not the way we eat it. I'll show you why. You can if you want. I mean, I'm not going to say you cannot. You use what you want. Smiles. Okay, I'm going to run through the thing again since there's new people in here. Welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. We are here to cook some South African authentic dishes. You can substitute things. Ask me if you want. or however you want to do it. Try and make it the way I do and see if you like it. If you don't, you can substitute stuff to your liking, as long as you don't ruin it. Tonight's dish is authentic lentil soup. I used brown lentils. They come in this bag, just so you guys can see it. There's different brands, guys. There's different brands. This is a top tier one, and they're the premium lentils, but you can see they're the little small brown lentils. In one bag like that, there's about 3 cups of lentils. And when you put them in the pot, you double the amount of water, which would be 6 cups of water, and you'll bring it to a boil. No salt, no any spices or anything while you're bringing the lentils to boil. Yes, you can. Chrissy, I have the red ones too. You can use the red lentils too, same thing. If you want to mix it, you can mix it too if you want. So what I did with these lentils is I brought them to a boil. They were nicely cooked, where they're nice and soft, about 25 minutes of a cook on high boil. In the other pan, I cooked up some hamburger with garlic, and I also used some peas and potatoes. I brought that to a cook, and then I added everything together. And this is what it looks like. You can see it's not watery. You don't want it watery. You want it nice and creamy. The longer you cook it, the more creamier it gets. But I have the hamburger in here, I have the potatoes in here, the peas, and my spices. And I'm just gonna let that cook. I need to get my toast out. You can use any kind of lentils, D, as long as they say lentils on them. So in South Africa, there's 2 ways of eating this lentil soup. You can either have them with crackers, which is common in America, or you can use bread, which I'm going to toast bread. That's how I normally eat it, or with just regular bread and butter. And I'll show you. So the bread that I have is a Arnold country style butter bread. It's a white bread. So this is what I'm going to use. And we'll give the soup a little bit more to cook. Bread and butter. Oh, hell yeah. Especially if you have fresh baked bread. Fresh baked bread is probably the best to have with the soup. Whether it's a bean soup or a lentil soup or a mushroom soup or a potato soup. Oh, I love it. I freaking love a fresh baked bread out of the oven, and you put that butter in there, and that butter just melts into that dough. It's yeah. Yummy, 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 yum, yum. I know there's garlic in the dish. Would garlic bread be too much? No, hell no. You can never have, no, If I had my choice, I would have had garlic bread, yeah. Hello? Oh, hell no. No, you can have a garlic bread. Homemade bread is always the best, guys. Just saying. So, you know, in our house, when we have a loaf of bread, what's the first piece of the bread people are fighting about? What's the first piece of bread that people fight about? The middle. Why the middle? I'll tell you what piece do I always fight about. This piece. The heel. I love the heel. Especially when it comes to a fresh loaf of bread. Hello? Why do you throw that away? It's the best part of the bread for me. Oh, hell no. Especially when it comes to dip. Yes, Lucky. Lucky. Hell yeah. That's the hill, and I've never wanted. Now, me, I love the heel of the bread. And in this case, I'm going to use that with just the butter on it. And I'll take the other side too. And then I'm going to toast 2 pieces. How many of you guys where do you guys keep your bread? Do you keep it outside the fridge or do you keep it inside the fridge? Where do you think it lasts the longer? Angel says counter, outside the fridge, counter, in the fridge, outside, in my stomach. That's a good one. Can't go back there, right, Dave? Fridge. I like mine in the fridge too, guys. It makes the bread last longer, especially with everything that's out there. I like to have my bread inside the fridge. Okay. For those who just joined, guys, welcome to Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. Here's a feature show. Keep the comments clean, please. Ask questions if you can. If I don't answer them right away, I have 2 people that's writing the questions down, and they will be answered. Whether it's after the show, or if we have time during the show, we'll answer them during the show. I appreciate everybody in here. Our dish tonight is a lentil soup. It's a South African dish. It's a South African dish that we commonly eat in the winter. And it's brown lentils that I pre-soak for about 30 minutes to get rid of the dead peas, the dead pulps, maybe some broken shells, to get rid of all that. And then I brought it in, I put it in the pot, bring the pot of water to boil with the lentils in them. No salt. You don't want to put any salt in it while it's cooking because it makes the shell rubbery and it does not taste good if you put salt in beforehand. In this case, I used hamburger on the other side with garlic, chopped garlic, potatoes, and peas. You can use whatever vegetables you want, mushrooms, carrots, broccoli, you can do whatever you want. When those was fully cooked, I added them into the pot where the lentils were after about 25 minutes of cooking, and I just keep stirring it. And we're almost ready to have a bite here. I'm going to turn toast the bread. So that's going. You can see the soup is now watery, guys. The longer you cook it, the more creamier it gets. But since this is just an hour show, we don't have time to wait for that long. I will leave it on low cook, then you guys can see what I mean by nice and creamy. I'm going to put some butter on the bread here. How long do you normally let it cook for? About anything from 35 to 40 minutes. About 30 to 45 minutes. The longer you cook it, the more creamier it gets. And you cook it on medium heat, guys. Once you put the ingredients in there, like the hamburger that I did, when you go to a medium heat, you do not want on high heat because it burns all the water away. You want to keep that water in so it can form the broth that you want. Oh, I need it for the toast. My bad. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome too, muffins. Okay. Also, because it gets creamy, guys, you do not want it on high heat because it will burn to the bottom of the pan or the pot. Sorry, my bad. You don't want it burnt. Then you ruin it. Danie wants to know if you can add cream to make it extra creamy. No. No cream. You rely on the lentils itself, okay? You rely on the lentils to do the job. Easy as that. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to run through the whole thing again quickly. For those who just joined, welcome to the Danie Dolphin's Global Grub Show. This is where we do some cooking, South African style. You can alternate your dishes if you want, all entirely up to you. What is this not? Why is my toaster not working? Love it here. All right. So we're doing a lentil soup, guys. It was brown lentils that I soaked beforehand, and I literally brought them to boil, cooked for about 25 minutes. Then I made a hamburger, peas, potato, and chopped up garlic that I mixed together, and I threw it all in here, and now the two is cooking together in order to get our nice and delicious soup. It's a common South African winter soup, and together with this you can either have some Ritz crackers or any type of crackers you want, or you can do it the way we do, with buttered bread or buttered toast. And I don't know why my toaster is not working. That's not good. That's a brand new toaster. I broke it. What's new? What is new? to get my dish up spoon right here. There we go. Guys, just quickly, if you do want more information about the show, you can hit up Emoji J. He will have the recorded show on YouTube. You can follow him on Instagram and follow his YouTube. And you can see the show there again. If you want more info about what we cooked, you can always ask me afterwards or in my Instagram. The aprons in honor of Miss Drea for cancer and those who do fight cancer and struggling with cancer, they are in my bio on my Instagram. Click on the link and it will take you to the store. These aprons are available over there. This is why we're wearing the pink. This is Danie's Global Grub Show, and we are getting ready to eat some soup. Oofda. You guys ready? See, they're not watery. They're not watery at all. Not watery at all. And I'm gonna leave this leftover. I'm gonna put on low heat. That way I can keep some simmering. And I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on Instagram too. Yeah, my toaster is broke. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, that should have been ready by now. Okay, while that's cooking, we are going to do our first sample, and I'm going to use the bread. You got two things, guys. You can either dip it in your soup or... Oh, we got toast. We have toast. Oh, hell, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me get some butter. And guys, I love my butter. As you can see, I put a lot of butter on it. I love my butter. You can use any butter you want. There's no specification what butter you're going to use. Me, I love my butter. Especially on toast where it's nice and hot and it can go oof. Oof. I'll be jumping later. Oh, hell no. All right, are you guys ready for this? We'll do the white bread first. Nice and soft white bread. And you can either dip it in the soup. In this case, I'm just going to put it on the edge, like that. And bon appetit. Bon appetit. Oh my God, it's hot. Yum, yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Bon appetit. Or we can use a toast. You might want to blow it a little bit, guys. It's hot. Delicious. Delicious. And there you have it. South African lentil soup with hamburger, peas and potatoes, chopped up garlic. It's not a watery soup like the vegetable soups here, like here in America. The longer you cook it, it's a lot more creamier. And I'll show you the end result on a picture on Instagram if you want. I'll give it to Emoji J as well, so you can put it with the video. On the last note, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. If you want to, feel free to follow me on Instagram. This show will be every night, 7 o'clock on Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern. Please feel free to come through as we are trying to make this a feature show. I appreciate everybody's time. If you have any questions that you did not get answered in the show, please feel free to hit me on Instagram. You can hit me up afterwards on this stream. When I come back, you can hit me with a few questions too if you want. This is it for tonight's show of Dolphin Danie's Global Grub Show. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Hasta la vista, Kuna Matata. Bye.